Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the concept of habit, which is a part of individual differences of your APDSC or TET or any other competition exams. Let us discuss about the habit. Okay, so understanding the habit in learning. What is habit? What is educational habits? What is habit formation? See, the habit is a learned pattern of behavior that becomes automatic through repetition. Habits form through consistent practice. So it is the automatic word, repetition, and consistently. So these words become regular. Okay, the pattern become habit. Then education habits. What is the education habits? Including the study routine, study hours, attentiveness, punctuality to the school, and consistency, perseverance. These are the essential for academic uh, success. Then habit formation. It requires consistent repetition, environmental cues, and positive reinforcements takes the time to establish. So, how the habit influence the intelligence? Okay, here good habits, automatic routine task. This frees mental energy for complex thinking. If you have the automatic routine task of the good habits, it becomes this gives the free mental energy for complex thinking. Okay, enhance uh, cognition. So regular study and critical thinking strengthen the neural connections. These improve the intellectual capacity. So, impact of poor habits. See, procrastination. That means delaying important task. Okay, we'll do tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Like that, it takes the it lacks of focus. It it hinders the intellectual development. They create the learning barriers that long-term growth. So consistent good habits compound over time. They build stronger intellectual abilities. So Skinner's operating condition. So everybody knows that we are going to discuss in theories, but as of now, see here reinforcement, punishment, and education implication about the habit. What is reinforcement? Positive and negative reinforcement. Increase the behavior frequency. These establish the desired habits through consequences. If you are doing positive, then give the reward. If the negative is there, then give the punishment. So these should be increase the behavior frequencies. Okay, and punishment, which reduce the unwanted behavior through negative consequences. This shape the behavior pattern over a time. If somebody doing wrong, somebody is not following the rules of the classroom or the school, they'll get be punished and the behavior will be changed. And education implications like reward system and consistent feedback shape learning habits. These motivate the students to develop positive academic behavior. So there should be a punishment and reward go together. No one can be like either of them be uh, imbalanced. Both should be balanced. Rewards and punishment should be go together. Then Skinner's operating conditions. So here here it is mentioned positive reinforcement. Reward the strength and desires, and praise and recognition build the good quality habits. Okay. If somebody is well performed in the class, give the oral or um, things, okay, tangible things, give the reward. Then it is a positive reinforcement, consistent schedule. So regular reinforcement establish predictable pattern. This helps the habit become automatic. Then group reinforcement. What is that? Class-wide reward system promote the collective habits. Peer influence strengthen the individual behavior. So that means other peer like uh, behavior should be impacted on the child's behavior. This is about the Skinner's operating condition. Positive reinforcement, consistent schedule, group reinforcement. Then let us come to the Piaget and cognitive habits, schema building. So children develop the mental frames, schemas, small blanks to understand the world. these become cognitive habits through repeated use. Okay, so in the earlier stage, whatever they are doing, that going to be formed in the form of schemas in a mind, and these become habits in the uh, future. So, like age appropriate habits. So different age groups or different development stage groups requires different habits. So match the learning activities to cognitive readiness. According to the age group, you have to give the assignment, something like that. Then active learning, hands-on exploration, building robust mental models. So experimental learning forms the stronger cognitive habits. This is about the Piaget cognitive habits. Then Bandura social learning. So the child, how they can learn. So the student is going to watch the teachers and peer group, and they are going to be written what they observe, and what they observe they are going to be reproduct. Okay, they are going to imitate the observer. Then observe behavior, then it become motivation for the child. The observation, retention, reproduction, and motivation. It is a Bandura's social learning theory. So the child is going to learn from the society. That is said by the Albert Bandura. Then here, what is the classroom implication for the strategies? So here the few things are there. Establish clear routines, reward system should be there, peer learning groups, then reflection practices. So establish clear routine. So create consistent pattern for classroom activities, and predictability helps from the good habits. So they should know at what time what is going to be happen, at what time prayer, at what time first period, at what time break. So that at what time like they go to the ground for play. So like they should have the clear routine things. Okay, reward system. So recognition and reward should be there to inculcate the positive behavior. So establish the building motivation for the continued practice. So you should motivate the children by giving the recognition and the rewards. Then peer learning group. So let them observe, let them learn from their peer group. Okay, it is like a social learning through individual behavior adoption. Then reflection practices. So encourage the metacognition through journals or discussions. Self-awareness improve the habit formation. Let them discuss, let them enjoy, let them learn from each other, let them know who they are, let them know self-awareness, improve the habit formation. So here, assessment further learning. Okay, Thorndike theory of connections. Okay, see, Thorndike theory forms the stimulus and response bonds the strengthening through repetition. Okay, a student who receives the prize after answering the math problem correctly develop the stronger connection between mathematical concept and problem solving approach. And as well as for the Skinner operating, this cat and all the stuff. Skinner emphasized how behavior is shaped consequence through reinforcement and punishment. Okay, so a teacher implement the token system where students earn points of completing the homework, build the positive study habits through consistent reinforcement. Okay, let us have some of the MCQs which will be helpful to your exams. So only five we have. Which theory emphasize that rewards strengthen desire behavior? Okay, it is the connection, connectionism, operating condition, cognitive development, and social learning theory. Here, reward strengthening desired behavior. It is a operating condition. It is a Skinner's theory focus on how behavior shaped through the positive reinforcement. Then, who proposed the children develop the mental framework called schemas? We already discussed about this Bandura, Thorndike, Piaget, and Skinner. So the answer is C. It is the Piaget. So Piaget cognitive development theory introduced the concept of schemas as a mental framework. So which of the following is not one of the Bandura stage of social learning? Observation, retention, reinforcement, motivation. Here, the reinforcement, because the Banduras includes the observation, retention, and uh, motivation, not the reinforcement. So, here the answer is reinforcement. Regular practice that reinforce the neural pathways is most closely associated with. Okay, regular practice that reinforce the neural pathway most closely associated with schema building, then habit formation, social learning, operating condition. It is the habit formation. So repeated practices that strengthen the neural connection that become habits over time. So which fifth one, which classroom strengthen the involves the students analyze their own thinking process. Okay, I repeat, which classroom strategy involves the students analyzing their own thinking process. It is a peer learning groups, reward system, reflection practice, or clear rotation. So here the reflection practices. The answer is reflection practice. It is a metacognition through reflection helps the students become aware of their own learning habits. Uh, so you should review these questions and reinforce to understand the key theories to their classroom application sim. So thank you for watching Mohan's teaching corner. So do subscribe and share with your friends so that I'll come up with the more such type of videos. Thank you all. All the best for your examination.